The best World Football 11 of all time. Hello, and welcome to LM10 vs CR7 Galaxy. Today, we will be looking at something very interesting. The best Football 11 of all time. Football has seen incredible players throughout history in different positions in the field. These players have been so good that it is actually quite difficult to pick a player for each position. In this video, when picking an all-time Football 11, we take many things into consideration. Out of all these things, balance is the most important one. A balanced team, that doesn't only contain the best players, but players that are able to communicate with each other. You might think of top footballers you know, and yet others think of the top footballers they know. That's really a point of controversy in determining the world's best 11 footballers ever. And it should also be remembered that the number of top legendary players in the world who could be named amongst the best Football 11 of all time is not limited to only 11 players. There are numerous players who could have a claim of being among. There are several top goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and forwards in the world, past and present. So, there could be more than one best Football 11 of all time. In this video, we have come out with the most balanced World Football 11 of all time. Let us begin. In the goalkeeping position, we have Gianluigi Buffon. There have been several incredible goalkeepers in football history, like Lev Yashin, Iker Casillas, Oliver Kahn, Manuel Neuer, Peter Cech, Peter Schmeichel, and so on. But Buffon is our pick for the position, widely regarded by many to be the greatest goalkeeper of all time. Having made over 1,100 professional career appearances, when we talk about passion, we have to talk about Gianluigi Buffon. Has being the main goalkeeper for the Italian national team for over 2 decades, and has played for clubs like Juventus and AC Milan. He has the most clean sheets ever in the Serie A when it comes to reflexes. He's possibly the greatest of all time in that aspect. His efforts have seen him and the teams he's played for win trophy after trophy. He has won the Best Goalkeeper of the Year 5 times in his illustrious career. Coming in the left-back position, we have Roberto Carlos. An incredible player, considered to be the greatest left-back by many. He's lauded as the most balanced full-back ever. Defensively and offensively he was very good. Was a key figure in Brazil's international success over the years. He was also a key figure in Real Madrid's Galactico era. For a full-back, his abilities weren't just limited to running the line. He is also considered to be one of the greatest free-kick specialists in history, where he relied on power and effect to get the ball past the goalkeeper. He managed to score over 50 free-kick goals in his career. He is also amongst the players in history with the most powerful shot. He is possibly the most rounded full-back of all time. He will easily act as a good defensive backup for the centre-backs, once the attacking-minded midfielders move forward too much. At right-back position, we have Dani Alves. There are quite a few other players who have a good claim to this position. We have Philipp Lahm and Cafu, of Brazil and Germany respectively. However, our pick for this position is Dani Alves, the most offensively minded right-back in history, whilst being very good defensively. Alves is the most talented and technical full-back I've ever seen. One of the best dribblers, one of the best passes of the ball, being the full-back with the most recorded assists in history. He was also a very good goalscorer, with many of his goals coming from power shots and free kicks. Not many full-backs have displayed the level he showed at his peak, between 2009 and 2016 at Barcelona. He currently boasts the most trophies in history, won by any player. In this 11, he will provide a lot of width going forward, when the midfielders move to the middle. Then we have Paolo Maldini as one of our centre-backs. Maldini dedicated a lifetime of football to boyhood club AC Milan, where he won 3 UEFA Champions League trophies and 7 league titles. Italian football is notorious for producing the world's best defenders, and Maldini embodied this as one of the greatest defenders of all time. Known to be possibly the most complete defender of all time, renowned for his technical ability, athleticism, sliding tackles, stamina, composure and fast energetic forward runs. Early on in his career, he played as a left-back, where he was an excellent crosser of the ball, and was an effective attacking threat, scoring and assisting several goals throughout his career. In the final few years of his career, as he lost speed, he was moved to the centre-back position, where he excelled in relying on his experience, tactical ability, positioning and timing to win the ball. In 901 games for Milan, Maldini amazingly only received 3 red cards. Partnered with Franco Baresi in defence for some time. With him and Baresi, AC Milan conceded only 26 goals in a total of 196 matches, spanning around 5 seasons. Partnering Maldini for the centre-back position would be Franz Beckenbauer. Widely regarded by many to be the greatest centre-back in history. Was an incredible defender of the ball, and was known for his leadership. He was given the nickname Der Kaiser, the Emperor, as a player, because of his elegance and leadership qualities. He could play in central defense, defensive midfield or center midfield, but he was most effective at playing the sweeper role, a position which he revolutionized. In both 1972 and 1976, he was awarded with the Ballon d'Or, keeping him in elite company with a handful of players who have won the award on more than one occasion. He also dominated the 70s, winning 3 straight European Cups with Bayern Munich, which will eventually allow him to win the European Footballer of the Year award in 1972 and 1976. Alongside Maldini, they would be like a wall in defense, and it wouldn't be easy to get past them. In the defensive midfield position, we have Andrea Pirlo. One of the greatest midfielders the game has ever seen. Positionally, Pirlo seems to play as a defensive midfielder, being able to provide a lot of assistance to the defenders when necessary. However, he was far from a defensive midfielder in what he provides on the field. Although not gifted with pace, stamina, physicality or notable defensive skills, Pirlo was known for his composure in possession, and drew praise for his touch, technique, balance, elegance, close control, and dribbling ability, as well as his flair and creativity in beating players with feints during one-on-one situations, in order to retain the ball and create space for himself to play and receive passes. Considered one of the best deep-lying playmakers ever, Pirlo was renowned for his vision, one of the best ever at it, ball control, technique, creativity, passing, and free kick ability. His composure on the ball in this position, as well as his vision, will provide a lot of balance in this all-time 11. In the left midfield position, we have Andres Iniesta. Also one of the greatest midfielders ever. A true footballing great when it comes to the midfield positions. He is one of the best ever dribbling midfielders in history. His ability to read the game as well as his acceleration and close control at speed, which when combined with his low center of gravity, has rendered him one of the most skilled dribblers of all time. He's able to quickly change directions, get past opponents, and undertake individual runs with the ball, despite not being particularly quick. In his time at Barcelona and the Spanish national team, he was one of the key figures in the immense success of the teams. Winning trophy after trophy, his dribbling abilities, combined with his incredible passing, vision and ability to read the game, and composure on the ball, makes him the best choice for this position. Partnering him in the forward midfield positions, would be Diego Maradona. He would occupy the right midfield position. Being a left-footed attacking midfielder, this would be the best position for him to wreak havoc. It will be very difficult for anybody to make an all-time 11, without Maradona in it. Be it putting him in the attacking or midfield positions, he just has to be there. Known to have single-handedly carried Argentina to World Cup glory in 1986, Maradona was famous for his incredible dribbling abilities, being arguably the greatest dribbler ever. Aside from his dribbling abilities, he was also a good passer of the ball, being amongst the greatest passers of all time. Together with Iniesta and Pirlo in the midfield, it would be almost impossible to get the ball off of them. In the attacking positions, we have Cristiano Ronaldo at left wing. Most football all-time 11s will have Cristiano Ronaldo in it. For his incredible achievements and goal-scoring abilities, it is only fair to have him among. Throughout his career, he has excelled mostly in this position. Although he isn't a pure winger, and would often drift into the striker position, it is still the best position for him. He is able to cut in with his right foot and score. With his incredible shooting and heading abilities, as well as his incredible pace, taking his entire career into consideration, he would be a menace in this position. Let's note that this is a player who has scored over 800 goals in his career, and is amongst the greatest football players of all time. In the right wing position, we have Lionel Messi. Widely regarded to be the greatest football player of all time, very few people will make an all-time 11 without Messi in it. Known for his incredible footballing abilities, be it dribbling or scoring or passing. All these combined with the fact that he is left-footed, he would be the best for this position. In this position, Messi would either choose to cut inside and score, or would make use of his incredible vision and passing abilities to execute a pass, or would simply dribble his way through the defenders. Whichever way he chooses, it is as if this position was made for him. At certain points in the game, he could drop deep into the midfield positions as he always done. By doing this, he could allow Maradona or even Dani Alves to occupy his position, making things even more unpredictable for the opponent. And finally, in the striker position, we have Pelé. Although Pelé was an incredible footballer overall, known to be the greatest ever player by many, he was mainly known for his goal-scoring abilities. Without a doubt one of the greatest goal scorers of all time. The Brazilian Ronaldo also has a huge claim for this position, but I would go with Pelé. Whilst Ronaldo was an incredible dribbler and goal scorer, Pelé was so much more than just these two aspects. He would be a menace to the defenses in this position. Together with Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi in the attack, they would wreak havoc to any opponent. There are many other players who have a claim of possibly being amongst the all-time best 11, but this is the most balanced we could come up with. But what are your thoughts on this? Is your own all-time 11 completely different? Is it similar? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more awesome football videos. Thanks for watching, and see you later.